Okay, we're going to look at what the vertex form of a quadratic can do for us. So quadratic is going to give you the shape of a parabola, and in a quadratic your highest exponent is going to be 2. So the degree of exponent is going to be 2 for a quadratic, which will yield a parabola. So right here, and I'm going to highlight it, is a general form of what we call vertex form. So quadratics have 3 forms: a vertex form, standard form, and factor form. So we're going to look at vertex form here. Now, by the name, you can tell that vertex form is going to yield the vertex for you pretty easily. However, you do need to be careful when you're doing that. So I want to look at a couple of things here first. So the value of a, which is found right in front of the bracket, if it's greater than 0, your parabola is going to open up. So if that is greater than 0, it's going to look like that. If it's less than 0, your parabola is going to open down. And then your vertex you're going to get by locating those values h and k. So right here and right here. But you need to be careful there when you are getting the vertex out of that. And I'm going to show you a nice way of making sure you get that right. So let's look at this example here. Y equals 2, bracket x minus 3 squared plus 7. It definitely looks like vertex form. So we're going to see what the value of a is. So a is going to be 2. It is right in front of the brackets. That's greater than 0. So my parabola is going to open up. Now, for my vertex, I'm going to go over here. So remember, the vertex is going to be that balancing point there, that point of symmetry of your parabola. If you were to draw the line right through it, you would get asymmetrical portions of your parabola. Now, you're going to get your x value and your y value of your vertex point. So for your x value, what you want to do is you want to look here at x minus 3, and you just kind of want to go off to the side here, and you just want to set it to 0 and then just quickly solve for it, forming the opposite operation, and we get x equals 3, so that's going to be the x coordinate of my vertex, and then the y coordinate is just going to be whatever's left over here outside of the bracket, and it can just take its place right there. So this parabola is going to open up, and it's going to have a vertex at 3, 7. So again, I think that solving for x there inside the bracket becomes really helpful instead of just trying to grab out what you think h is, because sometimes you can miss the negative value if you do that. So we'll look here at another example. So let's look at this one. So we're going to look at y equals minus 3, x plus 7 squared, minus 4. So in this one here, we can see a is negative 3. So that right there is less than 0. So that means this parabola is going to open down for my vertex. So again, I'm going to get my vertex point here. And so I'm going to take that x plus 7. I'm going to go off here to the side, and I'm going to quickly solve for x. So my x coordinate of my vertex is going to be minus 7. And then the y coordinate is just going to be what's left over here. So that's going to be minus 4. So again, for this one here, this parabola is going to open down because a is less than 0, and the vertex is going to be at minus 7, minus 4. And that is how you apply the vertex form.